second lockdowns in place, as we know, and that is hurting some businesses and hurting them in a way that we've heard from some small businesses, including in the hospitality industry, may be hard to survive. Sarah Jordan is the CEO of Mastermind Toys. Sarah, it's great to have you with us, and it's really important to hear from businesses like yours on a couple of fronts, but where I want to start, because we haven't talked since March 12th, is how you've been doing through all of it. You weathered the first lockdown. Obviously, you reopened in whatever capacity you could. How did all of that go for you?
Well, certainly right now we're facing our second set of lockdowns, and we weathered the first storm by really focusing on our digital channels and preparing for this moment. In this moment, it has been difficult to temporarily close some of our stores in our busiest season. But I'll tell you, Amanda, and thank you for having me, we are much better prepared this time than in March, when we closed our stores coast to coast for 2.5 months. And at the time, we did not have initially contactless curbside. So while we were preparing for this holiday season and anticipating a second round of lockdowns, we really planned for a curbside Christmas. And we believe we have the best curbside in the market. We've got it filled with our complimentary holiday signature gift wrap, available in as little as an hour. And we have the advantage that 95% of our stores are street facing. Now, I will tell you that it is still early days, but we have been operating curbside only for 2 weeks now in Manitoba. And we are seeing that we're almost able to be flat to last year with these two options, curbside and web. And this represents a 500% growth in these channels. So really, we believe that curbside is the ultimate retail concierge, and it's the best example of physical meets digital customer experience.
So that's an amazing success, and a credit to you for really anticipating the second wave, because I think a lot of people, maybe out of hope that it wouldn't come, weren't quite as well prepared. Some businesses maybe can't pivot. I'm curious, for when it comes to your business, how much of it is a learning experience for customers who really do like to browse. They like to see the curation you provide, rather than knowing digitally or online what they want and able to pick it up curbside. What do you lose in that transaction, if anything?
Well, certainly it has been a learning experience, not only for our customers, but also for our employees. So for our customers, we've been trying to share with them videos and extra support with our customer service agents who are experiencing triple-digit growth month over month in customers that they are assisting. But we're also empowering our employees to be digital ambassadors as they navigate these new options with us.
One of the things, obviously, that has happened with this second lockdown across Ontario certainly is that some big players that have been deemed essential because they sell groceries also sell competing items to what you sell in your stores. How damaging is it for you to be limited to curbside, but Walmart to be open and selling toys?
Well, certainly the one thing that we're trying to focus on is just accelerating our digital agenda. Amanda, when I joined Mastermind Toys, one of my highest priority was to lead the organization on this digital reinvention. And so in the middle of all this, in the midst of a pandemic, we actually launched a brand new website and a complete digital ecosystem powered by another Canadian success story, Shopify Plus. And so we've been able to maintain most of our customers by focusing on these new adventures. Online for us, as I shared with Amber in August, is experiencing triple-digit growth. And now, months later, we're seeing that ability to keep those sales at that level. What I will tell you, because most retailers and brands need a huge Q4 online, especially if they have their doors closed to curbside only, is that we have already surpassed our Q4 web sales from 2019 and 2018. So it's going to be, for sure, a record-breaking online fourth quarter for us.
Which is excellent news for you. In terms of how that changes your thinking and strategy longer term, do you see a future where you can shrink some of your cost footprint in the brick and mortar world and still be a successful entity, maybe even more productive and with higher margins?
Well, for Mastermind Toys, we have 68 stores coast to coast, and we're really happy with our footprint. We grew from 12 stores to 68 fairly quickly in the last decade, but we were always thoughtful about where we were going. And so we're happy with our footprint right now, but obviously we will continue to follow our customers, and we will reevaluate that, especially in this moment when some of our channels are accelerating and growing. What I will also tell you, though, is that we deeply believe in the physical meets digital. And so we've actually carved out space in our stores. It's actually called the Woohoo HQ, which is a fast swim lane for our customers coming in for curbside pickup where they're permitted to come into our doors. And so really, we're trying to reinvent digital meets physical, and we'll continue to evaluate our footprint based on how our customers are shopping with us.
You know, it's worth noting that you were appointed Mastermind CEO in January, so a bit of a trial by fire in terms of coming into the business and taking this on. Did that actually, was there a benefit to that in that you saw everything with fresh eyes and could tackle this crisis with kind of a new lens?
Yeah, well, it was certainly interesting timing for starting as a retail CEO. What I can tell you is that I came into Mastermind with a strategy in mind, and actually that hasn't changed in the midst of the pandemic. If anything, it has only accelerated what I wanted to do. So what I wanted to focus on was really declaring Mastermind as Canada's authority on play and putting some more swagger behind that brand. I was also looking, as I previously mentioned, to lead a digital transformation, and I couldn't be more proud of the team for delivering on that in record speed. And the third thing was that I wanted to bring the Mastermind Toys expert curation to more places. And earlier this year, we launched on Loblaw Marketplace for a seasonal pop-up, and we continue to showcase our expert curation in different ways. So this year, we actually sent our gift guide, which is our iconic annual coveted wish list, to 10 times the number of Canadian families that we normally do. So they really do understand that we are the experts for each age and stage, and so that they could build their kids and their kids at heart holiday wish lists.
So much positivity from you, Sarah. I do have to ask, obviously, as you move further online and have success there, Amazon is the behemoth in the space, and one that, plays by interesting rules with a kind of global footprint and global purchasing power, and the ability to move around where it will and will not make profit. How do you kind of envision competing against Amazon as you get on the road, and where does the Made in Canada aspect of this fit in?
Well, certainly Amazon is playing in our space. And the one thing I will tell you is that we are trying to focus on our differentiators. We are trying to showcase that we truly understand our customer and we give them the best and most convenient shopping experience. We're really focusing on our Designed in Canada iconic wrapping paper, which right now has a special holiday theme. And we're also trying to make sure that we're ahead of the trends. The one thing we do better than any other toy retailer in the world, Amanda, is that we know the best and the hottest toys, games, and books. And so we're also partnering with our suppliers to make sure that we, before Amazon, get those exclusives, or we get the things that customers are really looking for. And to your point on Made in Canada, the one holiday trend that I will tell you that I'm so heartened by is our customers who are really wanting to choose Canadian this holiday season. As Canada's authority on play, we have been so heartened by our customers' support. And so I really encourage all customers this holiday season to show Canada some love. Shop your small business, shop your local business, and shop Canadian design, made, and owned.
Sarah Jordan, great to have you with us. Appreciate your time. Sarah Jordan is the CEO of Mastermind Toys.